it's Carly Shay and welcome to day 5 of Vlogmas. Thank you for joining me on this amazing journey. We're almost halfway done, which is kind of insane. Anyways, later in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all 22 things I learned in 2022. I'm filming this intro on a later day because I always just seem to forget to film an intro. So without further ado, let's get to the actual vlog.
If we proceeded to just like not walk according to the Bible silently.
Look at my hair. It looks very nice. Your hair looks very nice.
Thank you.
We're working on lunch. I had history where I can't film at all because my teacher doesn't let us have phones, and choir, which I barely filmed. But yeah.
I filmed for you.
You did. You filmed a little bit. I'll like airdrop it to myself. Yeah. We're walking to lunch now. We're gonna go to the grocery store by our school. I don't get why you. Oh, I should try it.
should.
Did you even open it?
I did not. Yay.
You just like totally perked up for the view. Yes.
Are you? Is this Vlogmas?
Yeah.
Open. Stop.
Look, your face isn't even in it.
Isn't it even red yet? Maybe I'm twisting it now. Is this flavor?
Do you want me to do it? You can do it. I believe in you. Nice.
Sweet. Oh, it worked.
Nice.
I'm not into sparkling waters. It's like blackberries. Really?
I still want to try it.
You can try it too. I don't think you're gonna like it.
It's actually not bad. It actually has a decent amount of flavor.
Oh, really?
It's actually not that bad. Because most sparkling water tastes like absolutely nothing. That actually just tastes like soda.
I'm so happy to see you. Would you please take out your
It would be better if it was
banner?
cold. I'm gonna get crumbled next Monday, so stay tuned for that Vlogmas. Subscribe down below and ding the bell so you don't miss it.
I'm so fast.
I know. I need to put captions. I need to put captions in my video because I feel like people don't know what I'm saying half the time. I'm going to. I just don't have time to. Like maybe next summer. Yeah, I'm recording right now. Yeah. You want to be in it? Is it like your wine?
Alright,
Sure.
Get the raspberry one though.
put your lips together.
I have to take a speaking test. I'm gonna do so bad.
I did really bad today too, so don't.
Well, I don't think I remember any of the cultures.
Bye, Brandon.
Oh, you would wear.
You want to be in it?
This is the other writing final. Is this
That's the writing final?
Yes.
What?
Literally, it says it.
I don't want to be here.
Aaron.
None of us want to be here.
I know. This is actually like little different house. I mean, it's like, okay, I would switch to regular, but then like, what's I'm not doing this class actually.
Have you
Might as well get the honor.
Oh.
Have you seen the anime kids TikToks?
What's going on?
I love them.
Come on, what are you even talking about?
The kid that pretends to be an anime character,
I was gonna say.
like
No.
or an anime
Erica's
kid.
been.
Somebody that goes here? No. No, it's just like this random people on TikTok. It's so funny. They went ice skating the other day. It's so funny.
The assessment, our writing assessment is on Thursday. Like our final is on Thursday. What? It's an email to a friend or family. What are you recording?
For my YouTube.
You're tweaking.
I'm literally gonna kill myself. I have my speaking test. Hold on. Are you serious right now? I'm gonna piss. Okay, here we go. Chemistry is awful. Don't take chemistry. Don't take it.
Okay. Vertical doesn't really work, but stay with it.
Hello, ma'am. It's upside down.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Are we done taking my phone? You want my phone?
Help me and come take me away from this class, please. Save us.
You're not even doing it right.
Ding dong, ding dong.
I know, like, where have you been in my life?
That's the face we get every single shot.
one.
Hi. Why are you so short? Are you such an NPC? For real. Like, why are you so short?
Guys.
Was that your Be Real or like?
No, this is video.
Oh, so the.
Guys, come here.
So
Put
weird.
it here. Anywhere. It's gonna be awkward.
Hey, I suck spaghetti into my mouth when I'm hungry. And I love
really out of pocket.
I love rapping and I love hacking your mom's computer. Hey.
Guys, you need to be moving out that way.
Alright, it's finally time to share with y'all 22 things I learned in 2022. This is being filmed on a different day because guess who forgot to film it on the actual day. Also, I was like so busy today that this was actually vlogged. So anyways, we're doing it now. I tried to write this over like the whole year and then I just kept forgetting and I wrote like half of it yesterday, but it's fine. Some of them are like stupid, some of them are advice. I hope that either way you can learn something from this. Learn from me, learn through me, if you will. I did make 21 things I learned in 2021, so if you want to check out that video, I'll link it up in the corner and down below. Number 1, discipline is greater than motivation. Now this is something that I wrote down in the beginning of the year that I thought I would learn throughout the year. I did not learn it. You learn instead, okay? So what this means is essentially like motivation is great. It's an amazing thing, right? It helps you do stuff, but motivation isn't always going to be there. But what's always going to be able to be there is discipline, where if you discipline yourself to do something, it's going to work out better than the end than if you rely on motivation. I hope that makes sense. I have the motivation to like go and do a workout today and it's going to be amazing. That's great, but tomorrow you might not have that motivation. In a week you might not have that motivation. So you can't rely on it, but if you have that motivation and then use that to discipline yourself to be able to do it, whatever your goal is, do it 5 days a week, then that is better than using that spurt of motivation for a week and then not doing it ever. It's definitely an important lesson that I need to learn, and I try to learn, and I didn't learn. Number 2, it takes time. This is such an important thing. This I definitely did learn. The notes I have here are for me learning how to do vibrato and how I didn't give up. Yeah, I still can't do vibrato. That is still something I'm working on, and I have a really hard time understanding that it does take time. I really just want to be able to do it, but it takes time to learn things, and I hope that, you know, we can all remember that when we're like frustrated with ourselves, that it takes time to learn something and you can't learn it overnight. Number 3, don't be discouraged. So specifically how this kind of applies to me is within like theater and acting, and obviously I'm taking acting classes and I'm taking voice lessons and I've auditioned for a bunch of different things, and I've been in one musical, second musical I just got ensemble in like yesterday, so that's really nice. Obviously ensemble isn't like exactly the role I wanted, but I'm still really excited to be a part of it. It's hard to not be discouraged when you don't get a part, but I'm not this time. I really am excited to be in ensemble. This is my second show that I've ever done, largely due to the fact of COVID just like not allowing me to be in shows, so this is really fun and I'm really excited about it. But it's important to remember that your time will come and eventually you will get that part if you work hard enough. Number 4, it is what it is. This is something that I've learned and I have to remind myself of. It's such an important lesson that really I think everyone needs. Is it is what it is. Whatever you did, whatever you're getting, whatever you're overthinking, whatever you're beating yourself up about, it is what it is. It happened and there is nothing you can do to change that. You know, feeling bad and crying and being mad at yourself isn't going to change anything. It's okay to release your emotions. Whatever happened passed and there's nothing you can do to change it, so there's no use in making yourself feel bad about it. You just have to move on. It helps me get over little things because I am definitely an overthinker and I definitely go back on events. I'm like, wow, that was so stupid. I hate myself for that. Number 5, I can't fix the world. Nobody can fix the world alone. It's so important. It's really, I think, especially important for my generation as Gen Z. So unfortunately, we've kind of been left to deal with the world's problems. I'm not blaming anyone. I do think that previous generations could have done a bit better, but it is what it is. It's really hard to not feel hopeless, especially if we consider climate change or any like issue equality. Like, why do we keep fighting if we don't feel like it's gonna happen? There's so many issues in the world. It's hard to not feel discouraged and let down and hopeless because of them. You can still make such an impact, but don't put all of the weight on your shoulders. Number 6, it's okay to say have a nice life. This is kind of sad, Say you're leaving high school and you know that a lot of your friends there you're never gonna see again. You weren't close enough. It's okay to be like, hey, have a nice life. Not have a nice day, see you later. It's have a nice life. I might not ever see you again, but you made an impact on me and I appreciate you. And I hope that you have a nice life because we truly might never see each other again. And although that is so sad, it's so important. Number 7, don't tell yourself you're tired. This is a stupid one. Thank you to Samantha and Orchestra who told me this. If you think that you're tired and you tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna feel more tired. If you ignore the fact and like maybe even pretend you're energized, you're gonna feel more energized. So don't tell yourself you're tired, it'll make you feel more tired. And that's not what you want when you're tired. Number 8, don't doom your day. If you think that you're gonna have a bad day, subconsciously you make it a bad day. Like if you're like, oh, today sucks, then you're gonna find the worst in everything. So you had a bad morning, you spilled your coffee, you're like, man, today just sucks. There's nothing I can do to make today a good day. Wrong, you can make it a good day. You can be like, that really sucks, but we're gonna move on and we're gonna still make today an amazing day. Don't doom your day. Flip your hair. I'm stupid. So I was like, I hate my hair and it never looks good in the morning. I was like, literally just flip your hair back and forth and it looks okay. I was like, oh, yeah, it works. It worked one time, really great. So number 10 is a quote from Alda Nougat. This quote is from her. Say yes if the worst thing that can happen is you fail. And I think this is such a great thing because we as humans in general like have such a hard time saying yes to things because we fear the negative outcome. We should say yes in light of the positive rather than the negative. It's okay to fail. It's a part of being human. It's a teaching moment. Say yes to going rock climbing if maybe you slip and it hurts a little bit, but you're not gonna fall and you're not gonna break your arm. You know, say yes if that's the worst thing that can happen. Positive outweigh the negative. Do it. Okay, 11. Everything happens for a reason. Personally, I'm not religious. This is not from a religious aspect for me. Everything happens for a reason to me just kind of means that like all of your life experiences and everything that has happened to you led you to this moment right now that I'm having while I'm sitting in my living room with my Christmas tree in a Baby Yoda Christmas sweater filming for a YouTube channel that has almost 4,000 subscribers. A lot has led me to this exact moment. A lot has led me to say these words and maybe this is impacting you. A lot has led you somehow to watch my video out of all the ones on YouTube. Everything you do has an impact on your life. I believe it is for a reason. So, for example, I have mentioned before that I had these friends in middle school and they weren't that good for me and I did end up like breaking up with them at the beginning of the school year and it was really hard at first. But it is exactly what meant to happen and it's what was good for me and what was best for me. Everything you do has a purpose in your life and I truly believe that. And if you don't, that's okay. Number 12, wow, take a break. This is very simple. If you're feeling overworked, if you're feeling burnt out and you need to take a break, take a break. If that means you get a missing assignment, if that means you need to take a couple days off from work, that's okay. And it's really important to take a break, and mental health should always be a priority over work, over school. Join a club. This doesn't have to apply to when you're at school. You could also probably find a local club maybe like at your office job or like in your neighborhood that, you know, join a little book club, join a knitting club, or, you know, at school join speech and debate. Find a club that you're like, hey, maybe that'll interest me, or maybe like, oh, that kind of sounds fun, but I don't know, maybe it's not my thing. Do it anyway, try it. If you don't like it, you can quit, and that's okay. Just try it. You don't know if you're gonna like something if you don't try it. 14, fake it till you make it. This is so simple, and everyone says it, but it's really important. I'm not the most confident person. I'm very insecure about a lot of things, but I can fake confidence and no one would ever guess that I'm insecure because I fake that confidence and I fake it till I make it. And, you know, slowly I feel myself actually building true confidence because once you've been faking long enough, your brain starts to forget you're faking and starts to think it's real. So fake it till you make it. And no matter aspect of your life, if the faking you're doing is for a positive thing and isn't like a really bad lie or something, I don't know, do it because it can be really helpful in a lot of ways. 15, perspective is everything. This kind of goes back to the don't doom your day. The way you think about something changes like entirely how you see it. If you think something's bad, it's gonna feel bad. If you think something's great, it's gonna feel great. Perspective is so important and changes everything. Number 16, do good. Do good actions. If you have a choice between a bad action and a good action, choose the good one. It doesn't really matter your beliefs. If you're an atheist, if you're Christian, if you're Buddhist, Jewish, whatever it may be, there's so many different religions out there. Pagan, you know, there's so many different things, but the general idea of every single one is to do good. And if you are atheist and you're like, it doesn't matter, doing good never hurts. That's kind of my philosophy. Number 17, say no. It's so important to have the ability to say no. I think this is most relevant to women, especially because as women, we're kind of told that we shouldn't say no and that it's not very ladylike. Women in general are just taught to obey, which is wrong. You shouldn't obey. If you don't want to do something, you do not have to do it. Always, yes, take the chance if you think it's worth it. But if you don't do it. And it's okay to say no, and you should never feel bad for saying no. Number 18, just try. Not trying doesn't do anything. Trying does do something. Some of these are very similar. I'm sorry, but like, just try. There's no harm in trying something, so you might as well do it. Number 19, nobody's looking at you, nobody's judging you, for the most part. Obviously, there's always going to be people who are out there mean and judging you, and if they are, literally screw them, who cares? But in general, if you're feeling like really bad and really insecure and you feel like everyone like is staring at you and hating at you and judging you, they're probably not. They're probably too worried thinking the only thing about themselves. Number 20, don't procrastinate. I haven't learned this, but I should learn this because I tend to procrastinate. As you can tell, most of my videos end up being late, and it's bad. Don't procrastinate, guys. It does not end well, ever. Number 21, think before you say. Obviously, this is said a lot, but I think this really applies to, like, arguments. So, okay, pretend you're in an argument right now. We're arguing about something. You know, you're ready. You're thinking about what you're going to say next, but you're not thinking about what I'm saying. And you're not going to respond to what I'm saying. You're just saying what you want to say. And it's important to really listen to what the other person is saying, especially in arguments. Because in arguments, everyone is kind of blinded by emotions, if you will. You're not thinking about what you're saying and how that will impact the other person or what they're saying, what they're trying to get across. You're just trying to get your point across. And the other person probably isn't listening either. So think about what you're saying. Think about what the other person is saying. And reply more thoughtfully than you would. I think this is important. But final lesson, number 22. The ever said, ever overused lesson of self-love. And it is so, so important. I know you're probably tired of hearing it. You're like, ugh, I hear that every day. But it's so important. Love yourself. No matter what, you are not able to love others if you don't love yourself. It's so important. You have to take time for yourself and to care for yourself. It's not always about other people, about the work that you do. It's about yourself. And to a certain point, like, don't be self-centered and think that you're better than everyone else. That's when it gets bad. You are the main character of your own story, but don't think you're the main character of everyone's story. That is all. Those are 22 things I learned in 2022 that I mostly pulled from the internet, but that's okay. We don't talk about it. And yeah, that is all I have for y'all today. Be sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell so you don't miss the rest of Vlogmas. Tomorrow, like, we're officially, like, halfway through. What? Insane. This is going by so fast and so slow. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe it taught you something. That would be pretty cool. Comment down below if it taught you something. Or comment down below a lesson that you've learned that you want to share with others. Let's be lesson teaching in the comments. I don't know if that makes sense. And give this a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It gives this video out to more people who might enjoy it, who might like it, who might find it useful. And yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone!